To Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
7:37, it's Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Bert Barron welcoming you back inside the Forge Jeweler Studios on this Wednesday. 732-545-9282 is our number, or toll-free, 888-545-9282. Your chance to win some tickets to see Steve Forbes at the State Theater. We will do that sometime between now and 8 o'clock. We'll give you the chance to win that. But joining me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline is the founder of a really cool way, which I think is going to be almost revolutionary, if you will, when it comes to buying clothes. And it really makes the process very, very simple. They're based right here in Central New Jersey, and it is called Rackery.com. So let's welcome in who is the founder of Rackery. We have Raghu Murali, who was with us here on WCTC this morning. Hi, good morning. It's Bert Barron. Thanks so much for calling in, and I appreciate your time this morning.
Good morning, Bert. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Talk about Rackery.com and how exactly it works and how you came up with the concept.
Sure, yeah. So Rackery is a search engine app that helps you find best-fitting clothes online. So the process is very simple. You go in, enter your basic details, upload 2 photos, and it shows you a list of hundreds of brands, and in each brand, which size fits you well. And you don't need a measuring tape. You don't need to worry about remembering your measurements, looking up size charts, none of that stuff. So we made it seamless where it's an easy process. Upload 2 selfies. And on our side, we do a lot of algorithmic crunching and advanced processing. And then in a few hours, it'll show you all the results. So when you go to a mall next time or when you're shopping online, you can always refer back to Rackery to see which clothes you need to buy and what size, what fit, and so on and so forth.
That's very
and
cool.
And we keep adding brands every day, so our database is expanding.
That's really great. I mean, it sounds like it makes it so easy where you just share a couple of selfies of yourself, and this will automatically almost kind of do the shopping for you. Is that kind of how it works?
Yeah, exactly. So it shows you the sizes and fits from different brands, but ultimately, you need to select what type, what item, or what color, and all the style-specific stuff. We leave it to the user, but what we do is take care of all the size and fit-specific stuff, and then you take care of the style and the color, and that's how we split it, because style is always something that's personal to you,
right?
And we haven't yet gotten into recommending style.
Now, do you have to sort of specify what exactly it is you're looking for? Maybe you're looking for a dress shirt, or maybe a suit, or maybe you just want, jeans and a T-shirt or something. Do you have to specify that when you're uploading the pictures?
Not while uploading, but once you finish uploading and when you get the results, then you can select different categories. So, for example, if I'm shopping for clothes online, I can select between dress shirt, polos, casual shirts, athletic wear, and so on. If my wife is shopping, she selects either a dress or a top, athletic wear. There's a bunch of categories that you can select from. What we offer is obviously in each category, all the top brands and even medium-sized brands in those categories are all available for you to choose from. So you do that later, basically. You don't do it up front.
Gotcha. So you even have a couple of different price points that you can work with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we go with the mainstream price points, so we definitely don't do any of the luxury stuff upwards of $200, $300. So our price points are between $10 to about $200, I'd say.
Wow. And oftentimes if I go out to the store and I want to get a dress shirt or something, it's like, oh, I need to get measured again or whatever. But when you use Rackery, you don't have to do any measuring of yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to go to the fitting room. Your confidence in shopping just increased by a whole lot, especially when you go to the sale racks and you see a bunch of mixed brands and fits and styles. You have no idea which one fits you how. But Rackery gives you all that info in an app on your phone, so it's much easier now.
This is great, and this is available on both. This is Android and iPhone. Can use this app?
Yes, absolutely. Android and iPhone. App is the preferred way to upload photos. We also have a browser-based version, which we are slowly starting to phase out, but that's an option as well.
Boy, it's amazing how it went from now we're going straight to the mobile phone instead of the website and then the mobile. Now we're going straight for the mobile, it seems like, with everything.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the reason for that is more of the seamless experience. With the browser,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of incompatibility in how you see the results, whereas with an app, it's clean. The results are always there. You can always go back to it. You don't need to remember which brand was the one you selected last week that you liked, and you can always go back to the app and do it. With the browser, that's a little more challenging.
Gotcha. Was it something that was frustrating for you, Raghu, perhaps when you were buying clothing for yourself? It's like, man, there's got to be an easier way to do this, and you had this idea for Rackery at that time?
Yes, exactly. Actually, my background is in a completely different industry. I was in management consulting for a while, and as part of that, I would travel extensively. In fact, I would visit Asian countries a lot, like Thailand, Malaysia, and so on. And in one of those trips, I found a tailor in Thailand where I got some great shirts made to measure from the tailor. Very impressed with the fit. The only downside is, when I stopped traveling to those countries, I couldn't get new shirts anymore. So then I started looking for, hey, what is off-the-shelf brands that fit me well? And then when I went to the store, a couple of my favorite brands are like, Brooks Brothers, Ralph Lauren, and so on. I go into those stores and say, I need an extra slim fit. And the sales guy is like, I don't have any extra slim here because they don't sell that well. And I was really, really surprised. I was like, really? Then why would I make this 10-mile trip to the store? So I ordered online, but then online the style kept changing. They would change the names of these fits. The sizes would change sometimes. And I'm like, okay, there's no way I could remember this. And if I'm having this issue, I'm so passionate about clothing, I tend to remember numbers relatively well. And if I'm having this trouble, imagine other people. So I asked around, I launched a survey of about 200 people and asked them, what is your number one problem when you shop online? And more than 80% of them said, fit is pretty much the number one thing. They don't know what size and what fit to buy. And that's what made me think, I'm going to launch an app that would make this whole thing easy. I have a background in management consulting. I'm an electrical engineer by education, so I can do it, right? So when I launched it a year ago, I was very confident I could do it. It just took much longer than I anticipated, but we launched the app a couple of months ago, and it's available in the App Store.
This is great. I could see once somebody uses this one time, Raghu, they're going to go ahead, they're going to use this, they're going to see how convenient, how easy. You take a few pictures, you pick your styles, you do whatever, place your order, there's your clothing, all good to go. I think once somebody tries this for the first time, this is how they're going to buy clothing. They're not going to set foot in a brick and mortar store because this makes it so easy.
Yes, exactly. That's the hope. And surprisingly, I've had a couple of case studies where users loved using our app in a mall, which initially when we designed it, it was supposed to be for online shopping. But
Okay.
when people go to the mall and you see like 20 different stores and different brands, you don't know which store to step into, especially if you have not bought a lot of different brands before. So this is like a brand discovery engine. So it lets you know, hey, there's a brand called Lily Pulitzer that you should go check out because it fits you really, really well. So we've actually had multiple users like that in a mall. So that's interesting.
That's great. And of course, all you have to do is search in the App Store for Rackery, Rackery, and that's how you find the app?
Yes, exactly.
All right, good stuff. Well, congratulations with this, and I think you're onto something that's very, very huge. And like I said, once somebody tries this a couple times and the word kind of spreads about this, this is going to be, I think, something pretty revolutionary. I could see this taking off not only here in this country, but around the world. Like you said, to get some difficult to access styles and sizes and whatnot. It sounds like it makes perfect sense, and I think the future for this is really going to be pretty spectacular.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's the hope. But we are expanding beyond the U.S., and the hope is that it will be useful to a broad array of different segments and countries.
Man, well, congratulations on it, and good luck going forward. And thanks for reaching out some time ago, and I'm glad we're able to finally get you on the air here for a couple minutes. All right?
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me on, Bert.
All right, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you very much. All right, there he goes, the founder of Rackery.